Lee Judges, what did you make of it today, Lee?
Absolutely shocking first half, I have to say that. It was an absolute disgrace again. So slow.
Disgrace, as strong as that?
Yeah, no, first half it was, and we've got to start learning our lessons, Robbie, because we were a goal down again against opposition. If we had to do that against Spurs next time we're at home, we get stuffed. We ain't going to come back against teams like that, We come back today, all credit to them, we come back. Second half, completely different, because why? We upped the pace. 10, 15, mile an hour quicker, and look at us. But that first half, it's so like side to side, slow, walking pace. It's not acceptable, Robbie. It ain't really, but we got the result. That's the main thing,
and that is the main thing. We got the result. We got the 3 points. The tough one comes next week against Man City, where, as you said, we just cannot afford to start like that.
No, exactly. We can't. I've got a little feeling we're going to go up there and get something. I've had a few. I've had a few beers, but look, listen. If we don't go up there, we're on catch-up as it is already. We've got to go there next week and get something, whether it be a point or a win. We've got to go and do it, and that's as simple as that. We've got.
What makes you think we're going to go out there and get something?
Because we've got players like Ozil, Alexis Sanchez. Well, I don't know whether he'll play or not. That's another thing.
You audition for him,
like a little audition, and Lacazette. Against. I know Everton weren't the greatest opposition, but we ripped them apart because And look, I think the thing with Man City.
Everton did get a draw at City.
And with Man City, listen, they're going to attack us. Whatever happens, they're going to attack us, and so they're going to leave themselves open. Where teams like Swansea today, I think this is where we struggle a little bit when they put 10 men behind the ball. We find it a bit difficult, but they're going to leave spaces, and we've just got to defend, and we've got to ride our luck. Who knows? That's how I look at it, really. But just a couple of things about this AGM thing. I went and to the museum today, Robbie, and you see all the stuff from Highbury and all that, and that Gazidis comes out and says what he said this week. It's an absolute slap in the face to all us fans. That left Highbury. Go into that museum, have a look at all the stuff and the history in there about Highbury, right? And he then turns around and says we're overachieving. Since we've been here, the bloke is an absolute disgrace, and he's got nothing. I don't want him nothing to do with Arsenal. And since that meeting at the AGM, I'm not going to eat chips no more. I'll tell you that now, because he is a disgrace and all. The board are an absolute disgrace. Because
I'm baffled by that AGM because if I'm a board member, I already know that the fans are not too, happy with me. So I go there and my tone would be like one of I'm trying to offer some sort of an olive branch. I'm trying to sort of listen to what the fans have got to say. But basically, it was just contempt, wasn't it?
Exactly. I've said it for years now. I said it a couple of years ago when we was up at Sunderland, they don't care about us fans travelling all over the country, and they don't care. They show that when they don't thank the supporters after the game. There's no direction from the management to do that. They don't care. The board, all they're interested about is the money, and now they proved that in midweek. For him to come out, Robbie, and turn around and say, we're overachieving. Come on, Go and have a look at that museum. Go and have a look what's in there, the history of it all, And then they come to this place here, which is 10 times bigger, and then turn around and say we're overachieving. It's an insult, Robbie. It really is. So we come away from Swansea, we've all got to be happy because we're overachieving because we've beaten Swansea. Come on, I accept that we can't. I accept that we cannot challenge the likes of Manchester City and Chelsea. Financially, but I do expect us to challenge for Man United because of the size of what we've got here. Certainly Spurs, and Liverpool, and for him to turn around and say that is a kick in the teeth to every genuine Arsenal fan. That's me, you, and whoever. It's an absolute, disgrace. And I'm going to have to say today, I'll come here today and we're losing a bit of heart in the club, Robbie. I'll be honest. You think to yourself, you give it your all. He turns around and says back the team, support the team. I from the first whistle to the last, because I never leave before the game. I back that team, and for them to come out and say that, basically, does it really matter if we're here or not? And that's hurtful, Robbie. We're Arsenal Football Club. We're a family. And we was going before they even knew about Arsenal. That Chips, for instance, turned around and says he prefers horse racing. Who fucking hell likes horse racing in front of football? At the end of the day, You know what I mean? You know, he can fall at the first fucking fence as far as I'm concerned. You know, and it's not on. You know what I mean? And Gazidis, you know, was he here when all the glory days of Ivory and all that like? You know, go around. You know, if you're a proper Arsenal fan, go and have a look around that museum. You know, it breaks your heart. I tell you what, it broke my heart today looking around there. And they glorify it all, and then they turn around and say what they say today. You know, but anyway, getting back 3 points. That's the main thing, like, you know what I mean?